A very good morning to all of you. Myself Dr. Harsimran, Assistant Professor at MMU Ambala. Today we will be discussing a very important topic. Daily we are using vaporizers in our operation theatres. These vaporizers, they are temperature compensated. They are temperature compensated because of two things. One is bimetallic strip and the other is aneroid bellows. Before we discuss how the vaporizer is using bimetallic strip, I would like to discuss with you what is a bimetallic strip. As the name indicates, bimetallic strip is made up of two metals. These metals can be any metals, aluminium, copper, brass. As we see here, this is made up of two metals, aluminium and copper. This is L0 is the initial length of aluminium and copper. Both these metals in the bimetallic strip are having different alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is the linear coefficient of expansion. What do we understand by linear coefficient of expansion? That if we take a metal of 1 centimeter and we increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius, that is its alpha. This alpha is more for aluminium as compared to copper. Now whenever this bimetallic strip will get heated, this will change its shape. Since alpha is having more linear coefficient of expansion, this will bend towards the side of aluminium and this is subtending an angle of theta here. If we calculate what is the change in length of aluminium and copper, L1 will be what was the initial length L0 plus 1 plus alpha, that is a linear coefficient of expansion for aluminium, into delta T. For comparatively for copper, it will be L2, that will be the linear coefficient of expansion for copper into delta T. We can also calculate theta. As we see in this diagram, we all know that bimetallic strip, it acts like a thermostat. Now what is a thermostat? Thermostat is a component which senses the temperature of the physical system and performs action so that system's temperature is maintained near the desired set point. What does it mean? That if we consider that this is an appliance which is a geyser or a fridge, here a bimetallic strip is installed. Now if the set temperature is more than the current temperature, or we can say the temperature increases, this plunger will get away from these wires and the whole system will break down and the fridge will be automatically switched off, or the geyser will be automatically switched off. That is what is known as a thermostat. So this kind of a bimetallic strip is also in our vaporizer so that it can function at a set temperature and perform action so that system's temperature is maintained near the desired set point. Now if we see this thing in a vaporizer, here a bimetallic strip is put. From here the fresh gas flow is coming. As the fresh gas flow comes from this side, this is the bypass chamber and this is the vaporizing chamber. If the temperature of the vaporizer has decreased, the bimetallic strip will change its shape and it will get turned towards the bypass chamber. When the fresh gas flow will come, it will pass more into the vaporizing chamber as compared to the bypass chamber, will carry more of the inhaled anesthetic agent as vapors and it will be delivered to the patient. This is the principle of temperature compensation which we daily see in our vaporizers. If the temperature is decreased in the vaporizer, the bimetallic strip will change its shape, shift towards the bypassing chamber, more and more fresh gas will enter into the vaporizing chamber and it will be delivered here. Apart from the vaporizer, bimetallic strip is actually used in our day-to-day lives in geysers, in fridge, in heaters, in clocks, and most importantly for an anesthetic, it is used in a vaporizer. If the vaporizer, the other method for temperature compensation in a vaporizer is the aneroid bellows. The aneroid bellows, what do? They also get contracted as there is fall in temperature. These aneroid bellows, they will again increase the fresh gas flow into the vaporizing chamber and will finally increase the delivery of the inhaled anesthetic to the patient. So this is the basic principle of bimetallic strip. Thank you.